Hello, my friends, and hey, howdy, hey, welcome to today's episode of the League of Amazing Adventurers Wild Ambition here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. Spelled
Yeehaw.
ROLES, because that's how we roll. The little Shakespearean skull. We hope you're all doing fantabulously tonight. A few announcements before we get started. Number one being, if you're in the LA area and you want to go see some amazing fringe shows, look up MB Stage. Go watch MB Stage. Go watch Ghosts Don't Pay Rent. Because Sarah wrote it, and Sarah is amazing.
I'm also
Agreed.
going this Saturday. One of the performances this Saturday, I don't remember which one, is ASL Interpreted. We have an ASL interpreter for one night of each of the shows. I wish I could remember which one was which, but I don't because we're doing 3 shows.
That's
but
very
one of them
nice.
was it's really cool, and I'm really proud of us for having that little piece of accessibility. But I'm doing a triple feature this Saturday, so if you go, you will see me. So if you want to see me, come this Saturday. If you don't want to see me, go the next week.
Yeah. But speaking of seeing people, well, we got other shows here on the channel, and you can see McKenna on most of them. On Friday, we have The Astral Calling. It's our D&D 5e adventure. Right now, our party finds themselves in an alternate universe, another timeline. Who knows how the cosmology and multiverse works, because I'm going to have to slightly change it to avoid accidentally Spider-Versing. But we'll find out more this week about how it works. Come and see Evie hang out with another version of Evie who is attached to Luna more thoroughly than her, and it's making Evie jealous.
It's just uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable. Come watch the awkward situations.
Yeah. And the plants tried to eat our party. Then on Saturday, we got Salt and Sorcery with Will, Matt, Calf, and Chad playing through Solasta, Crown of the Magister. Come and hang out with us and chill and watch us.
So close to getting Garl a magic weapon.
So close. We'll get Garl a magic weapon. I'm making it. I'm in the process of making it. I'm at 3 out of 14 successes, so we're getting there. Then on Sunday, come see Sarah in Stardew Sunday with me, Aubrey, and Emily. We're continuing our playthrough of Stardew Valley, and I have a pun and a joke prepared for Sarah that is related to Sarah's show, and I think it'll be very funny and humorous, so come and hear that pun. Then on Monday, we have the Strength of Thousands AP. We will be down as Zoe this week, but we have ourselves the rest of the party. We are now have ourselves some diplomatic immunity. And by diplomatic immunity, I mean no diplomatic immunity. We have to tread very carefully inside of this city. Matt, how on a scale of 1 to 10, how much danger are we in right now?
You. No, the joke was supposed to be that I'm giving you a letter opposed to a number.
All right.
Haha!
But having explained it, I have now murdered the joke. So let us all, moment of silence for it as it bleeds out on the concrete.
Unfortunately, the choice of letter was really what it was keeping me from believing that. Because I really was sitting here like, oh, you.
I thought that was a
scale
threat
of 1 to
directed at
10?
William, to be honest.
You know what? That
I don't
What
make
danger
threats.
are we in?
I don't make threats. I make promises.
Yes.
Okay.
Just like how I will be delivering a magic card to Matt at some point this weekend, as promised. So, before we get into the show, let's talk about who is on this show. In case you haven't seen, there's been a slideshow going down at the bottom of the screen. I think it's really cool that we started doing it. It's just me, though. Chat, tell us what you think of the character stat slideshow in the chat. And if you're on YouTube, in the comments. Talk about it. Like, comment, subscribe. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, we can monetize our channel. So, help us out. Help me continue to monetize every one of my hobbies. And moving right along to our party, we have, of course, a group of fantastic people with us tonight, the people that you come here to see. We have, of course, as always, the lizard person of the group. We have Matt playing Loergar. How are you doing tonight, Matt?
I'm doing all right. How are all you all?
Nice. Matt's responsible for the lovely overlays that you see here on the channel, and the artwork actually behind this one, this like landscape shot, is something that Matt made for us. So, give Matt some props for that. Moving right along, artwork is a great segue to talk about one of my favorite artists, McKenna, who is responsible for a variety of the artwork you see on this channel, as well as this Arnar sticker that I still have sitting beside me on my desk.
Arnar!
McKenna, who are you playing tonight?
I'm playing Miss Honey Madeline. She's a gunslinger, and she's here to maybe shoot some bandits tonight.
Nice. And McKenna, where can we find you online if people want to see you do stuff?
McKenna Ray Art on all the places, especially TikTok, because they changed their algorithm to push people who are selling things. And I'm not selling anything. I'm just trying to make people laugh a little bit. So if you give me a look-see, that would be much appreciated.
And I would also recommend, if you need, say, artwork commissioned, to give McKenna a message, because as you can see, based on the lovely character art you see here on the channel, she's an amazing artist for it.
Please give money.
She's
money,
good.
please.
Money, please.
Speaking of amazing artists, we have an amazing makeup artist on the team. We have Zoe playing Twitty. How are you doing tonight, Zoe?
I'm good. Had a full day of work and ready for a full night of some hopefully better rolling than I've been doing.
No.
We love Twitty, my new thaumaturge. However, didn't really roll too well last week. Just saying, a little disappointed.
But did you die?
Gotta make
Hard
up for
to
that,
beat your performance from Monday night, because
No, it's so hard when you're playing a level 12 character, and then you go back to a level 1 character. It's just
level aside, I'm talking about the narrative, darling. The
narrative. Yes, the narrative. If you want to follow Ophelia's story, oof.
Go watch Monday night. It was really, really good.
The drama.
Unfortunately, Zoe's luck, because they are a thaumaturge, has just been taken away from them by all the Lalafels. And the only person who would understand that reference is the next person I'm going to introduce. It's Cooper, playing Christine.
Howdy. What a horrible little joke you just made.
I thought that was a good joke.
freedom.
All the thaumaturges are Lalafels.
They are, it's true. It's
Yeah.
a cute little story.
It's the one story I saw through fruition when I was still playing. It was a good story. But do you know what else is a good story? Cooper's character Christine. Cooper, why don't you tell us a little bit about your character and where we can find you on the internet if people want to follow you?
The way I forgot my TikTok. Looking at it, I don't really post anything. It's not a D&D druid with a 0 instead of an O. If you want to follow me on TikTok, I sometimes post things. Usually, there's something kind of more for me, admittedly, but it's fine. Howdy. I'm playing Christine. She's a big bitch in charge. Love her to pieces.
And do you know who else we love to pieces, Cooper?
Who?
Well, of course, our bard of the group, Dee Dee, played by Abby of Abby's World's a Stage. How are you doing tonight,
Oh,
Abby?
shucks. I'm doing pretty good, all things considered.
Yeah, all things considered.
I'm paying for a wedding, so all things considered.
All things considered.
All things considered. And considering ourselves now at home, as we have someone returning, we have Shy back.
Hello, I have returned.
It's Shy!
With a
It me.
fantastic hat.
Mm-hmm. But
Right.
Yeehaw to that hat.
we have the class. We have the old family back together now. Of like the old group, and it's really nice. Shy's back. Shy not shy on the internet. Go follow her on Twitch, and she streams
Gang's
every
all
now and then.
here.
We have a new
Gang's
song
all
releasing
here.
in 6 months, so look forward to it on Spotify.
Yeah, and go buy Shy's current song because it is a bop.
Yeah.
She's popping.
But speaking of bops, well, it's time for us to pop it, lock it, and polka dot it as we
Countrify hip hop it.
into our intro. Last time on Wild Ambition, our party made their way into the Badlands with a herd of cattle, heading down south to Rocinda Petra's Dudette Ranch, as I was calling it, to deliver said cattle. Along the way, our party came across a couple of intense encounters with the local wildlife, that being a creature known as the viper hyena, the body of a hyena, the bite of a viper, and some really nasty venom along the way. But luckily for our party, they proved no match for a combination of Honey's sharpshooting talent, Christine's ability to get bit repeatedly and not die, and Lorgar's Twitties and Dewdrop's magic.
Okay.
My fashion sense specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's just got so much sense. What a sensible outfit.
After facing off with these two groups of hyenas, our party continued to begin to make their way to the ranch, and we pulled away from our party and we saw a couple of horses riding on in the distance, and we're actually going to start with those horses right now, as tied to the backs of the horses, basically each horse has like a horse and a rope tied to it, and tied to that rope being dragged behind the two horses is a barrel with several X's on it. On top of one of the horses is an elvish man with red hair and a glorious beard.
Glorious beard.
In very banditry attire. On top of the other horse is a kobold, who's in very ragged attire, but still banditry attire, with like a sword, a claw, and if they could slick back their scales, they have slicked back their scales with like slime. It looks like the scales have been slicked back with slime. As these two figures are riding, with the barrel behind them sealed up and closed up, Shy, why don't you describe Darla, who has been shoved in a barrel?
Oh no.
Well, Darla has long long black hair with white stripes in it, and a really cool bandit hat. She also has a red scarf that covers the bottom half of her face. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
You're nailing it.
It covers the bottom half of her face. And she's shoved in a barrel.
Yeah, she's shoved in a barrel. It was a gunpowder barrel initially, and there is still a fair amount of gunpowder in there.
Nobody
not
make
quite-
any noise. It'll go off, I think.
Yeah, that's right, Darla. Keep your mouth shut and everything will be fine. You recognize that as the elf speaking, who you know as Isaiah Brody. As soon as they finish speaking, the kobold pipes up. Yeah, keep your mouth shut and you'll be fine! That is Sumco the kobold. These two were members of your bandit posse. Your banditry trio.
Amazing. My brothers-in-law.
They lured you into a barrel.
Wouldn't be the first time and wouldn't be the last.
Yeah.
Like with snacks or...
I think Isaiah just kind of asked her to get in the barrel. It's like, hey, Darla, can you get in that barrel for me quickly? I want to test something.
Seeing as how I'm the only one that fits, okay.
Yeah, get on in there. All right, I'm going to put some nails to the top, seal you in. All right. Hey, Sumco, come help me tie the barrel to the horses. We're going to get going.
This is the weirdest chariot I've ever seen.
What did she do?
If it works, it works.
I'm going to ask the question, what didn't she do?
She's really worried that if she makes a noise, it's going to explode.
Isaiah is just like...
That's how it was told to me.
With Sumco on the other horse, and the horses are keeping an even pace with each other. They're currently running towards the party, but they're like over top of a hill that the party can't see just yet. All right, now listen. I got to be honest with you, Darla. Sumco and I got ourselves a bit of an opportunity for advancement in the world of banditry.
A what?
Yeah, advancement. We're moving on up in the world, but we gotta leave behind a little bit of dead and very dense weight.
Oh, okay. So we're leaving behind what's his face, right?
Yeah, we're leaving behind the densest member of the group. Yeah, we're leaving behind the densest member of the group.
The what now?
The densest.
The what?
I'm not a dentist. I don't work on no teeth.
Yeah, and that's why you're in the barrel, Darla.
Because she's not a dentist?
Yes, because she's not a dentist.
Man,
that's the name of the
only I
episode.
had my degree in dentistry.
All right. Well, Darla, we're not heartless, though. So we're dropping you off at a place with some folks that can get you back to town and get you reset up. Just try to avoid... Part of our little advancement is we got a little bit of work to do along the way. So just, try to avoid the hoofs when things start going crazy. And you should be fine. Maybe help them out a little bit.
Well, if you're saying to resit up, I can't sit up any higher.
Yeah, don't worry. You'll be out of that barrel real soon. And you'll want to make sure you get away from it as quickly as possible. Okay, Darla?
Well, how quickly is quickly? Like 1, 2, 3, or is it 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi?
I would say the former rather than the latter.
There's
They
a
need
ladder
a thicker
in here?
barrel.
All right. Sorry. The shorter of the two. No Mississippis.
We're going to Mississippi?
We're going to Mississippi. We're taking you to a nice farm to live out your days, Darla.
I love farms.
That's good. Yeah, that's real good. God.
All right, well, let's just keep a trucking then.
Yep. As that's happening, our party is moving. It's been about 2 hours since the rootin' tootin' shootin' hyena vipers attacked you. And you're making some good progress. Currently, you find yourself at basically an area near a watering hole that a lot of the cattle have sort of moved up next to the watering hole to start drinking from the water. Because they need to take a little bit of a break. Gremble and Gimble are filling up canteens in the water as well. And why don't we have one of the folks who's riding the cow, Dewdrop, aka Dee Dee, aka Abby. Why don't you describe your character for the viewers?
Well, Dee Dee is a gnomish bard with wild red hair, and she's got a fiddle that she likes to play all the time. Kind of cheer people up, motivate people. She's very friendly, but she does have a little bite to her, so I get your tetanus shot. That's mostly all you need to know.
Dee Dee's so real.
Fair enough.
For potentially having rabies?
Yeah.
And speaking of
You wouldn't
potentially
get it.
having rabies, Matt, why don't you describe Logar to the viewers?
Okay,
I
I set you up
can.
for that one. I set you up for that one.
You did.
Lorgar, in the quickest description, is a alligator man, big old long snout, but he's wrapped himself up in a lot of desert protective cloth. He kind of alternately leans on a staff and hucks around a big old cactus shield that, if we have 10 minutes to sit, I would love to try and do some repairs to.
Oh yeah, you definitely.
But apparently you need a
definitely
stable
have-
surface for 10 minutes.
You definitely have 10 minutes to sit down and do that right now while the cattle are watering themselves.
Well, it says the DM will set the DC. What would be the DC for patching up my damaged cactus shield?
Just use your level DC, Matt.
14?
Yep.
All right. That means I need to roll a 10 or higher. Oh, wow, I'm way down on the 21. Okay.
That's a success.
All right, I restore the 7 hit points I was missing from my shield.
Nice.
What if you worked on my shield?
I mean, if we have another 10 minutes, I'd be happy to attempt to.
Yeah, you definitely
Mine's
did.
about half health, which I don't love personally.
All right, well, I will try again.
Well, as you're handing that shield off to Lorgar, Christine, why don't you describe Christine, like physical appearance?
Oh, I'm a druid, by the way.
Christine is a human champion that has the dead mom anime braid, blonde hair, and this kind of rootin' tootin' cowboy hat to match her sheriff aesthetic that she's got going on. Christine is very, very anti-personal. She does not talk to people, which is a little silly for the sheriff, one might say about her. But those that have known her for a while know it's not that she doesn't hate them, it's that she doesn't give a shit about them. She's here to keep the peace, she's here to get her way. And the one thing she does give a shit about is Honey Madeline.
Who is, as you're doing that, Honey, describe yourself. Describe your character.
Honey Madeline is a honey blonde with big brown eyes and, nice little calico dresses, a little vest, cute little boots, and somewhere beneath her petticoats is hidden 2 dueling pistols, as she is a gunslinger. She's nursing some wounds right now, though. I don't think we fully healed up after being ambushed by hyena snakes.
Nope, you did not.
So maybe if someone wants to make a medicine check on the road, might be able to get back up to full before we get into fights with bandits. But who knows? We'll see.
Who knows indeed. And I think last but not least now is Twitty. Twitty, as you find this respite, what are you getting up to?
Well, speaking of being hurt, I'm also rather hurt. Well, Twitty is a fetchling thaumaturge who is all sharp angles, a very large hat, and a corseted suit. They are perpetually scanning for fun items and objects, and if there's not really a deal to be had, they're kind of just chilling back, eyeing things.
Fair enough. Then as that sort of like secondary 10 minutes of crafting goes by, if someone does want to have made 2 heal checks, someone can have made 2 medicine checks, as long as it wasn't Matt who was doing the crafting. So,
I can try.
yeah.
Please.
Well, let's see. Out in the swamp, we know how to heal a thing or two. You just slap some mud on it and you're good. So, let's,
Slap some.
Bloop.
Hey, that's a success. 2d8 to McKenna.
Sweet.
Hallelujah, I'm back at full.
Nice.
Woohoo! Twitty, you need some help?
Yes, please.
Alrighty, let's see what I can do. Slap some mud on it.
Ooh.
Oh,
Say that's a
beautiful.
success. Another 2
That's-
Is it a
That's-
critical success?
It's close.
some good
Not
mud.
quite. It's one off.
I'm at full as well. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, some good
I
mud.
could use a little
want a little
TLC.
mud?
Just a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's get you some mud. Just need to load it up again. Missing.
Another 2d8 for Christine.
Hey, got some mud, Chrissy.
Ooh, 12. Nice.
Cool. Back at full.
As the cattle are finishing watering themselves, can everyone make me a perception check?
You mean you gotta water them for them to grow?
Sometimes.
Twitty,
Ooh.
lower.
Whoa.
Lorgar is fixated on these cows.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, where's my
Yeah.
perception? Ah, there it is.
Come on, moo cows.
Ooh.
Ooh, not 20 from
Ooh.
Dewdrop.
Oh, dude,
Ooh,
drop.
I'm on a roll.
What is this rolling?
What's in the mud?
Give us a little celebratory twang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so out of tune because I don't think you can get it in tune, to be honest.
DD. So I
That's
just
the best part.
need Christine, and that will be it for now. Christine's
Sure. If it'll ever load. I hate when it does this.
roll
Don't
20.
ya?
Well, so far,
There we go.
all right. So far, everyone but Honey hears the sound of coconuts being hit against each other, or also known as the galloping of horses.
I was gonna say Monty Python who?
For real, we love a Monty Python reference.
And as you hear that galloping, you see at the top of a ridge, basically where the water is coming from, and I'm going to move y'all to a map now. Boop. You should now
yeehaw.
Ooh, that's
all be able to
pretty.
see. I did real good with this map, I think.
I love this.
You see at the top of the ridge 2 folks on horses. And as they stop and come to the halt with the horses, a barrel comes flying out, landing right about here. The top of it pops up and rolling out. Darla, can you make me an acrobatics check, please?
Oh man.
Aw, nuts.
Oh nuts. Acrobatics. That's 15.
You roll, you tumble, and you're unfortunately going to end up prone, just flat on your face in the dirt.
Oh man.
All right, Darla, stick with these if you can. And Isaiah pulls out a pistol and fires a shot at the barrel. There's a loud boom, and
Son of a bitch.
we're going to roll initiative as these 2 ride away. Bloop, and the cattle
Nat 20.
begin to stampede.
Woof. God damn it.
Darn.
On a nat 20, can I shoot them as they're retreating?
If you want to do that on your turn, I will let you on a nat 20.
All right,
Not a
guys.
5!
All right,
Oh,
everyone.
I forgot to select.
No, I mean, I rolled a nat 20 for initiative.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I will let you do that on your turn if you choose to do so.
Okay.
Ah, there I am.
We're derailing the campaign to hunt down these varmints.
Luckily, I'm already on top of a cow.
Darla, Lorgar, Christine, Twitty,
The
I just
5.
need
Uh-oh, bye.
Dewdrop,
Save a cowboy, ride a
There we
cow.
go.
Dewdrop, Darla, Lorgar, Christine, Twitty, Honey. I think that's everyone. Gimble and Grumble are madly acting to try to solve the problem. So, Honey, as the 2 of them are riding off, which one are you going to take a shot at? The kobold or the elf? Also, I can show you what they look like now. So this is Isaiah.
Oh,
Ugh.
gross.
Why
Look at
his
his
eyeballs
eyes.
like
that
that?
man is so
Yeah.
stoned.
Soulless.
This is
Why his
soulless.
This is
eyeballs?
Isaiah, and this is
He's
Sunko.
so high.
Oh.
Oh, he's so cute.
He's toothless.
I'm gonna take a shot
You
at
know
whichever
who the
one looks
favorite is.
easier to hit.
Both of them are equally easy to hit. They both have the
Then
same
Isaiah,
AC.
because his face is stupid.
Fire at will.
One. How's a
Ooh.
23?
23 is a hit.
Beautiful. Well, they take, I guess it's just 4 damage.
Yep.
I-
King level 1 be like.
Lorgar the druid
Um,
would not make this suggestion, but Matt, the vicious, vindictive strategist, probably should have shot the horse out from under him.
I thought about it. I'm trying to hurt him.
I mean,
for being a jackass, and 2.
okay, try to hurt him.
No. And I'm gonna reload.
All right. As the second shot goes a little bit wide, you hear some cursing. We'll get him back some, Co. Don't you worry. And the two of them ride off into the sunset or sunrise, sun midday.
Ooh, yay!
All right. Now it's time for the cattle. The cattle get 4 actions. On each action, they move up to 30 feet and attempt a hoof strike against a different living creature. Any creature critically hit by the hoofs is knocked prone. And they're going to start by hoofing the person that is riding one of them. So, Dee Dee, does a 20 hit you?
Ooh.
Good question. Let me quick try and scroll to find my. It's probably yeah, it hits. That
All
hits.
right, so
If
Dee
it
Dee, you're
hits
going to
me,
take
I'd be
7
surprised if it
bludgeoning
didn't hit
damage.
you.
And you are knocked off of the cattle. That's their first action. Their second action, they're going to move right over to here. Hey, honey. They're going to attempt to hoof Honey.
That's not very nice.
Critically miss.
Ha!
They are not
Hoof
successful.
it
Boop, boop,
somewhere
boop.
else.
They're going to go to Christine next. 13
These are
will
some
probably
agile
miss
cows.
Christine.
Oh wow.
It sure does.
And then they are going to head over to Lorgar next. Boop. Ooh, a 15 to hit Lorgar.
Oh, I haven't acted yet. That
He
would've been-
is quite adept at handling wild animals, so he just kind of deftly sidesteps the cows.
Alrighty. Now this
Should I move my token?
No, you can leave your token there. Now this, keep in mind, I'll give you all a free action to kind of call out and talk to Darla if someone wants to, and let her know what's going on with these cows. But you know, Darla, it is your turn. A barrel behind you exploded. Your posse left you behind, and now they're stampeding cattle.
I'm gonna curl into a ball. End my turn.
Me too, buddy.
All right. Dewdrop, what are you going to do?
Well, Dewdrop. Well, are these guys considered hostile right now? These
Right now
cows?
they are a hazard.
Okay, so they're not technically hostile. Question then.
Mhm.
Which cow seems to be the leader of this herd?
There is a particularly large cow. It's a bull, in fact. It has like these like beautiful horns that have like these like little like chalk cue ball like toppers on them.
Perfect. I'm going to, well, use my movement to walk into range just in case, but I'm not about to X out of this and wait for it to load again.
Mhm.
So I'm
within
going to
range.
tame. Oh, sweet.
All right, a tame. All right, I'm going to have them make a DC. If they fail, it will count towards one of the successes to deactivating this complex hazard. It is a will save. Ooh, unfortunately, they
Damn
will
it.
succeed because of will rolling luck.
Well, that's my turn.
All right, Twitty, it is your turn. There are stampeding cattle.
Honestly, I don't really have
almost died.
much that I could try to do for these guys.
It wouldn't try anything.
I might try to do some sort of
You're
I
always.
might try to talk them down somehow, I guess, but I don't really.
Well,
I
if
could-
you'd like information on the hazard, you could always make a check with your class ability
Okay.
to get a
'Cause-
little bit of
okay.
something, or a nature check to get information on this hazard.
Okay.
That's
Well, I think
And it's only one action to do that, so.
okay. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out something about these guys. So use my esoteric lore, you said?
Yep, you can use that.
All right. Well, let's see.
15? That's a
That's not
success.
terrible.
You know that there's a number of ways to calm down cattle. Mechanically, it means that people could do a nature check, a nature check to calm them down, an intimidation check to scare them into submission, or a survival check to calm them down. And you figure each successful check, the stampeding will get better, so they'll have less actions. And then once they run out of actions, so once you have 4 successes, they will be settled down enough.
Okay. I guess Twitty would go for like an intimidation check, because first of all, they don't want to get stamped on. And second of all, these cows aren't gonna buy anything from them, so we're gonna try for an intimidation check. Oh, that's not great.
No, these cows are communists. They don't believe in
Unfortunately,
commerce.
capitalism does not scare these cows. Lorgar,
Darn.
it is your turn.
Wait, do I still not have one more action?
Oh, goodness gracious. I apologize, though. I can't count. Continue.
That's okay.
Me
neither, buddy.
neither.
Counting
It's
is
been
hard.
bad.
We're gonna try showing them our wares anyway, because I don't know. Who knows? Maybe one thing will feel good to them. So
Do cows
We're
like
gonna
shinies?
do cows like my taxidermy?
Ah,
They are a little bit weirded out. Unfortunately, that is not a success.
Okay. That's my turn. I'm ready to
Alright.
be stampeded now.
Christine is... Oh, sorry, Lorgar. I'm just going to go back to there. It is your turn.
Lorgar is immediately going to say just like a quick prayer to the earth, and by that I mean give myself guidance.
Alright, so that'll be 2 actions.
Yep. Guidance is actually only 1 action.
Oh, even better.
And then I will attempt a nature check with guidance, so that'll just be a +1 to whatever I end up rolling to try and calm these beasties down. 16.
16 is a success. You managed to start calming down the cattle a little bit.
Can I just use my last action to use a non-guided nature check to try again?
You could certainly try.
Bam!
Oh wow.
Nice. That
Nice.
is a critical success, so that'll be worth 2.
I like to say because I'm the druid, but no, it was dumb luck.
Mm.
I'm not going to lie to you or myself.
You've built a rapport with these cows over the last few days.
Come on, little hoof. You know it's me, your friend.
Jesus.
Christine,
little love.
it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I want to see if I can argue an athletics check in here.
Would you like to try to wrestle some cows?
Ooh.
It will be a higher DC, like I did for the performance check, but you can certainly try.
Okay. I kind of want to corral them, quite literally, almost like a shepherd dog. I'm not gonna lie.
You would like to cow-row the cows?
Corral them.
Yeah. Ooh, cow-rowling. That could be the name of the episode. Roll it. Make me an athletics check.
Sure.
22 is a success. The
Cool.
last couple that were kind of rampaging a bit, Christine, you managed to hold them down long enough that they're able to relax. And you all have solved my cow stampeding puzzle.
As they get back in line, I do just want to intimidate the herd a little bit into calming the fuck down.
Yeah.
Because that's just the type of person Christine would be.
Make
Oh,
me
I'm gonna hero point it. Oh, no, I'm
an
not.
intimidation check. A 6. The cows seem a little bit more stressed because of that.
She's never talked to cows before. Maybe she shouldn't have.
You're like threatening them, like, and they
Yeah.
just don't understand those threats.
Christine's not great with the movers and shakers.
You're like,
It's true, she's not.
oh my god. You're like, I'm gonna put you in the brig. Wait. Live in a brig.
If you don't behave, I don't get my fucking gold. So you better calm down.
You're like,
you need to calm down.
what?
There. No, it's all right.
One of them's nuzzling Lorgar, which is a really weird sight. A cow nuzzling with
An
like, a
alligator.
human-sized
It's
alligator.
Predator.
Hey, I am a vegetarian,
Christine
Okay.
walks over to
which is
Lorgar
hard in the desert.
after finishing up this little dance that we've all done. Pats him on the alligator shoulder and just gives him a nod, and then
Mildly
goes to
recoils
check
a
in
little
on
bit.
Honey. I bet he does.
Those rat bastard sons of bitches. I swear to
Did someone
Callistria,
say rat bastard?
we got a whole swarm of them running around these parts, GD.
Oh, I'm ready.
No good
Darla-
man.
My dear, get up. Did you know anything about this? Darla,
Sorry, it's nighttime right now, so I'm asleep. She's got her eyes
it is the
covering.
middle of the day, darling.
Oh, look, the sun's out. It must be the next day.
Sun's out, points to Honey, guns out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. What'd you say? What did you ask me? I was asleep.
You know anything about this mess?
Oh yeah, those are my brothers in arms, but not literally in my arms. They're not in my arms technically right now. As you can see.
What are they doing?
Oh, we were going to a farm.
Now, did they say a farm or like the
The farm.
They said they was taking me to a farm to live out the rest of my days. Isn't that so sweet? I love farms. Especially corn farms. You ever
This
get
is
lost
the-
in a cornfield before?
This is the farm.
This ain't
We're
no
the farm now.
Yeah, we're
You're
on
a
the farm
farm?
now.
You're farmers? Oh, that's neat. What's it like to
Do
be a
you
farmer?
happen
mean-
to catch
Oh.
why it was important that they roll a barrel of gunpowder down the hill and scare all these here cattle?
I'd like to propose a notion. Perhaps they are assholes.
Well,
That's right.
naturally,
Their asses
Lorgar,
do have holes, yes.
they didn't
I'm
tell
just
you
gonna go back
why
to my
they're doing what
cows.
they're doing.
No, sometimes they just like to play pranks, you know?
Ha, ha, ha.
Bitches. Well, are you done with them now, at least?
Well, I don't know where they went, so I can't tell you if we are done with this prank here or not.
They don't tell you much, do they, darling?
No, how'd you know?
Just
I think
a
even
hunch.
if they did, she wouldn't get it.
Get what?
Yeah, that's what I
Okay,
thought.
it's all right. It's all right. She pats you on top of your hat.
It's a good hat.
It's a good
Hey,
hat.
Darla,
Good hat.
That's me.
you want to make a little money?
Sure. I just don't do feet stuff no more.
Oh, Darla.
I was not ready for that.
Shaw,
I
you
don't
get a
think
fucking
any of
hero-
us
Shaw,
were.
you get a hero point for that. That was amazing.
Oh boy.
Why don't you come for a walk with us, honey?
Only gals.
I think we could make some use of you.
Okay.
You want to help us look after these here cattle?
Oh, like as in a pet? I'm not good at taking care of pets.
And mostly just keeping jack-offs like these from messing with them any more than they already are.
Honey,
Yes.
You're right.
Language.
I know. Don't you language me, Dee Dee.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah,
just
I know.
impressed.
I'm gonna just
I'm
quickly.
sorry, did you say your name was Duty?
oh, and it
You
begins.
ain't getting no healing from me, child.
Not
That's
to
a
No
the
mood for you.
child.
I do want to quickly just speak privately or in at least quiet tones to Christine. I just want to make sure I'm on the same page as y'all. We're not gonna be further splitting the pay with this here new edition, are we?
Oh, Lorgar. I didn't invite Darla because we're splitting pay. I invited Darla, and she's gonna lean in and whisper this to you, someone that she respects enough. I invited Darla because that's another 30 gold that we're gonna get. And by we, I mean me and my sister.
I mean, as long as the original pay isn't splitting, you do what you want.
That's correct. Everybody is getting paid themselves. But Darla, poor thing, she wouldn't know
Darla's
what to
over
do with
there
that
just
money.
like staring into the sun.
Honey's keeping you entertained.
To the side.
Honey just reaches over and takes the brim of your hat and just like,
Oh man, it got darker.
it's nighttime again. You can feel free to take a nap.
You are like a bird.
I was about to say
Like,
the same
so
thing.
Like a bird.
I kind of like look at this and I just kind of
Oh,
glance out of the side of
yes.
my eye. Christine, have you considered the fact that it might not be worth the 30 gold, the trouble?
Oh, gold is gold, Lorgar. There's one thing you're gonna learn about me now that we get to work together. I take care of myself and my sister, and if I see an opportunity to better both our lives, I'm taking it. And she is an opportunity.
No, I'm just
Now.
saying she's about likely to fall down a hole. You turn your gaze from her for about 2 shakes.
And if it happens, it happens.
All right, well, you know your business. I'm gonna go back to the cows. Tame,
How do you think they're doing?
tame.
How far have we got to go?
I
That's a
have
good
like
question.
another couple hours only. It's like a 2-hour walk from here.
oh, that was way faster. This was supposed to be like a 3-day ride by horse, and we've gotten here in 2 days.
Well, it was supposed to be a 2-day ride by horse, like a full 2 days of riding.
Mm-hmm.
You
did a day, you slept, and then by the end of today, it'll be the second day of walking.
Oh, so we've gone most of a day already, and this is like
Yeah,
the
this
last
is
few
like
hours
the
of the
last few
day.
hours of the day.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, Darla's timing was lucky for her then.
Yes,
She gets to
ma'am.
skip most of the trip.
No, she was in the
Yeah.
barrel.
God, that would be.
My back hurts.
Dragged along. Yeah, how long did they have you in that barrel, darling?
I think a day, maybe more.
Are you
A
hungry?
full day.
God.
When's the last time you ate something?
Oh, sometimes they don't give me food because they need the most meat. But that's okay. They said since I'm smaller, I don't digest enough. But I'm guessing digest is just a fancy term for like my body creates food like plants do.
It
Orgar
does
the
not.
druid just kind of like,
How do you know that?
Honey
I
hands you.
photosynthesis back in the first grade, and it's always stuck with me because how the heck do plants eat? I mean, isn't that crazy? The sun just feeds them? What?
I have a sneaking suspicion that you might feel a little bit better after one of these. And Honey hands you one of the sandwiches out of her picnic basket. It's like
Done.
cucumber, arugula, cream cheese.
Done. She picked
Little
up the
bit of
arugula
pepper.
because arugula's trash.
where are you getting
That
these
sounds
fine
so good.
herbs in the desert?
I made them. I bought them at the general store, but I made.
Oh, you've been
sandwiches.
to the general store? I'm not allowed to set foot in there anymore. But
Yeah, there's a reason
Goddamn
for
right
that.
you
The
aren't.
crusts are cut off of your sandwich, Darla.
oh, I feel like a princess.
I knew you would.
Gimble
right.
and Gremble sort of like get the cattle back together, and they're just
Yeah,
watching
thanks for all
this.
your help.
You're welcome.
Oh,
mean, what-
I was directed at them.
By
The
the
guys who
by.
just sat there and did nothing.
I just wanted to check some before we move on, Will.
Yeah.
Just because this is a bit of a watering hole, so it's likely to be little different environs than we've come across from most of our wanderings. Can I do like a survival or nature check to determine if there's anything like any plants or materials
Maybe a
worth kind of picking
survival
up?
Check.
18.
Oh, that's successful. In the ferns here,
Ooh.
you notice a specific little plant that has some spiky growths coming out of it, known as
All right.
aloe vera.
Ah.
Mm-mm-mm.
You telling me it's not blue agave? Dang.
Blue
How many-
agave.
How many like handfuls do I get?
You're able to get like you could have one full aloe vera plant that you could replant if you wanted to. They propagate.
Ooh.
Just ask Happy.
I actually have one of those just over there on my balcony.
It is one of my favorite plants.
It has a tan now.
For someone who burns herself a lot with hot glue, it's kind of an essential.
Mm-hmm.
Just a bit.
Saved my life
Yeah.
on the cruise I went on when I got such a bad sunburn. I went into mild shock.
Yup.
Turning red with mass.
It do
I think it
Ah,
permanently kind of
boys
messed up the
and
skin on
men.
my shoulders. It's
I will say, Darla cannot remember to eat, breathe, and chew at the same time.
That's all right. We can take a beat while you finish your sandwich before we start walking.
Some days I am Darla.
Half a Darla.
Darla's a lot like London Tipton, if you haven't put it together.
Queen shit. Queen shit.
So she's perfect.
So she could do no wrong.
It's the Prindle for me.
It's the Prindle for me.
Anytime she tries to ride a horse.
Do you want am or
I think about that a lot.
was the rest of the party is just Mr. Mosby at this point?
Do you want am or fum?
So good.
Yeah, that's just...
So,
He killed a man.
as you all continue to travel, eventually the ranch comes into view, and you're able to get the cattle into the cattle pen. Whilst you're doing so, one of the hands sort of like walks up to everyone and says, Miss Rescinda has prepared a reception for you all in her dining hall, as well as nice accommodations here for you all. If you'd be so kind to join us.
Of course, could we just have someone sign off that all these here cattle were delivered in tip-top shape? They weren't particularly stressed.
Yeah, she
We just want someone to sign off on it first.
She's going to do so over dinner.
I don't know if that's too agreeable to me.
Just for safety's sake, I'd really prefer for someone to come out and just,
Don't you think it might be real nice if someone confirmed that the cattle were taken care of? Maybe take them someplace nice?
The cattle that we weren't supposed to be delivering this early on, but we gladly did.
We have the corral for the cattle.
We have.
Say something happens.
We have the mates.
I'll go do a quick head count, and hopefully that can put you all at ease. And this poor stable hand just starts 1, 2. Oh, moved.
Lorgar is just standing behind their shoulder, not blinking, staring at them.
Step 1.
I kind of love that.
Stable hand.
7, 8.
The dangerous energy.
9, 10,
9,
11,
10.
12. Oh, they're moving around, aren't they? 1.
It might be faster
2,
just get Lady Petra.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go get Lady. I'm gonna get Miss Rescinda. And walks away.
How mighty smart of you to listen to my brilliant sister. Thank you.
A short time after Rescinda kind of comes out, she's in a full cowgirl sort of outfit. Her long curly red hair tied up in a nice pony behind her. She has this nice white shirt on. She's kind of wiping off the dust and grime from coming outside. Hey, you all made it. Good time too. Yeah, they look like they're all here. Was that it?
Yep, we just wanted you to sign off, make sure that they were all present and accounted for.
Yeah, I was going to pass you your pay over dinner, if that's all right with everyone.
Oh,
Of
that's
course,
fine.
of
I just
course.
wanted your verbal confirmation, man.
Yeah, fair enough.
Of course.
Well then, why don't we all sit down? It should be ready in a few moments. Does anyone have any dietary restrictions that my chefs need to know about?
No, ma'am. Oh, Darla doesn't like arugula, though.
All right.
It tastes like poop.
It's peppery and light.
And on the other end, I would prefer not to have any meat. If you have some bread or some vegetables, that would be preferable to
It
me.
works out really well then. We're having a little bit of something. We're having a little bit of a tasting menu. I got something just for you then.
I'd like to point out that I think alligators are by nature carnivores, so
Yeah.
Lorgar is
Yeah.
possibly very slowly starving himself.
Yeah,
Maybe he's just a little thin.
it's a nutrient
He's
deficiency.
probably very thin, actually.
So you're all brought in around the table. An extra set is made for Darla.
Yay!
All right.
Does it have a
now,
sippy cup?
As the table's being set and people have been given drinks, you've been offered juices, water, There's some like light ale and some like light alcohol if that's your fancy, but she's not pushing anyone to drink. She just kind of says, "All right, so 32 gold a head was the agreed upon rate, correct?"
Mm-hmm. Correct.
All right. She takes some sacks, basically
Darla
drops.
goes, I don't think I should take the money because I just kind of stood there.
She helps so much.
She's really underselling herself.
Here you go.
I got into a ball, so no one will hurt me.
It's fine.
It
I've
was
run
truly,
into Darla before. I know what I'm dealing with.
it was truly so impressive the way that she got in the way of the herd to stop them.
She just.
I remember to chew and
Lucinda
breathe.
just puts her hand on your shoulder, Christine, and like leans into your ear. Should I just split her pay between you and Christine now, or should I give it to her and let you take it from her?
What do you think would be more fun?
All right. She just puts a sack of gold in front of Darla.
Oh, yay, I did it. I did it.
Sack of gold in front of Dee Dee.
Oh.
Sack of gold in front of Twitty. So 32 gold pieces in it for everyone. Gimbal and
I'll
Grumble
take
are
it.
also given gold. And
To clarify, is that 32 individually or 32 to
32
split up?
gold each.
Oh, okay.
Ahead.
It is 32 gold.
Thank you.
Are there any like rocks around here, Will?
No, you're in a dining room.
I mean outside, I do.
I mean, are there decorative
yeah,
rocks?
It is outside, but you're currently sitting at a table about to be served dinner, Cooper.
No, it's totally fine. I have a plan.
Okay.
Rocks for dinner?
The
Rocks?
Abigail?
For dinner?
The first
You were
course.
saying, Will.
The first course is brought in. It's a lovely soup and salad combo. There's a number of like fresh fruits in the salad with some like spinach.
You know where else serves soup and salad?
I will
Oh.
kill you, Cooper.
The Garden of Olives.
I've heard tell
Darla
this
used to
place.
work
It's
there in her younger
only in
days.
far off
Oh.
countries.
I hate you all so much.
Hope.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, I was disassociating for a second.
Just
Yeah,
thinking
I-
about
Oh, I
the
feel
Garden
ya.
of Olives. Oh, God almighty. Hello, Will
You
Banner.
Good, you good, Cooper?
I'm great.
You good?
I'm so funny.
Yeah, you are. So I love you,
I need to
Cooper.
write a song for the Garden of Olives, don't I?
Oh, yes, please.
Jingle.
Maybe they'll
Advertisement.
maybe they'll
Sell it to 'em, make a lot of
sponsor
money.
us.
You know, I'm going to figure out
That'd
a
be
way
great.
to...
Will, what would you do if Olive Garden sponsored us?
I would take the money.
Here's the great.
Yeah,
here's the
you
great
would.
thing, guys. Here's
Yeah,
the great
you
thing.
would.
I would take the
If it-
money.
Here's the great
I
thing.
have
If it
no
came with any
morals.
like free physical stuff, I would probably get it because Will wouldn't want
I
it.
would
and
just
y'all
be
are too
throwing
far
it.
away.
Are you kidding me? I would say I would give it to my girlfriend, but I feel like that would be like the
Oh.
most insulting thing I could give to an Italian person.
What would it be?
It is, yeah.
What would it be? We talking about like, I don't know, breadstick fridge magnets
Yeah,
or
like
something?
a breadstick holster.
yeah.
It's like a breadstick holder.
Breadstick
Or-
holster?
Raspberry lemonade mixes.
Ooh, that would be so good.
What if we just got their soups in big old frozen bags? I think that's how they get their soups.
Breadstick holster.
How
We
could
don't
you say
speak
that,
of how they
McKenna?
get their soups.
Yeah, we don't speak of that,
We don't,
McKenna.
yeah, we know how it's served, okay, but we just keep to the magic.
And they're
The
Listen,
chef
no judgment.
at
I
Olive
eat like a
Garden.
fucking raccoon. So there's no judgment here.
The chef at Olive Garden says beep, beep, beep.
Beep, beep, beep.
Are we good friends?
Yeah, we're good.
As good as we're gonna get.
Oh,
Oh, here.
Anything crazy going on at this dinner?
No, it's just a nice dinner. There's some like light conversation. Lucinda kind of like talks to the group in general, saying, you know, I thank you all very much for helping with this job. I do apologize once again for the rushed nature. Unfortunately,
Of
you know how it
course.
can be with exes. Some of them are quite troublesome to their former partners.
Well, don't I know it? And I got a song for you if you want to
She
hear
does.
it.
It's a really good song.
It's
I'm
a good
sure,
song.
I'm sure it is. I would love some entertainment with dinner, Dee Dee. Go ahead.
Well then, this one's called "That Rat Bastard."
While
I hope
Dee
it's
Dee
the
is
same
performing, while Dee Dee is performing,
Okay.
can I attempt a stealth check?
You
Sure.
robbed me, I
Yes. Are
swear.
you gonna steal Darla's gold?
Oh, I have a different plan.
Sure. Go ahead. Make a stealth check. Okay.
16.
Anyone whose perception is a 15, or whoever's perception DC is a 15 or lower, does not see Christine leaving.
I
Not
see
me
it.
checking.
Quick question, just as a refresher. Passive perception is your perception plus 10?
Yeah, your
Yeah.
perception DC
Yes.
is your perception.
My
plus 10.
passive is 17.
So you
I
only
love
Oh.
the game.
Your secret is safe with my indifference.
Ah, I love
Valid.
Lorgar.
I'm still trying to.
I just have to take a second to say I knew that I was gonna love Matt's character after we did like our little pre-introduction sessions.
Mhm.
I knew. I felt it. I don't know.
I
Anyway,
noticed Christine leaving.
Or whatever Christine's doing, you notice. The only one who doesn't, by the looks of it, is Shy.
Garl.
if Dee Dee does start to like look at Christine, I do just give her a little wink and one of these.
Fair enough.
Oh.
While you are performing, Dee Dee, before I interrupt your performance further, I'm gonna go outside. After combining mine and Honey's bags, like I'm gonna empty most of my gold into Honey's bag. I'm gonna leave 6 gold exactly. I'm going to step outside, fill it with rocks, and then stealth back in. If that requires a second check, I will do
you're
it.
Fine, you keep using this one.
Perfect. And
Iconic.
after I have filled it with rocks, I will swap out mine and Darla's bags while the show is going.
Right, that will be another stealth check, but I'll give you a +2 from.
Yes!
There's
distraction.
thievery.
Yeah, it'd be
My
thievery.
stealth and thievery are the
It'd
same.
be thievery.
This is another 16.
16. So yeah, you managed to just swap the bags.
Amazing.
And I don't want to set a precedent for stealing from the party as a player. I love this as Honey. Shy, are you down to be stolen from?
Yeah, that's fine. Darla's just like gonna realize they're rocks at some point and just be excited that they're rocks.
That's kind of what I was imagining.
Sick as hell. Just wanted to check in and make sure
Yeah.
that was chill with you as a player.
Yeah, she'll be like, "Oh, money! Oh, sick! Rocks!"
This is also more gold than Darla would have had.
Exactly.
Someone's got to convince her they're rock candy.
Oh,
Just to see what happens.
No.
Oh, I don't think you have
no.
to convince her.
No, she'll be like, "All right, cool. I love to nom 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 nom."
she
Stuck
somehow,
on it like a
she somehow
jawbreaker.
bites through them too.
Well, she did say earlier she's
Jackie
not a
Kennedy.
dentist. But she might need one.
Oh, I love
We'll see.
Darla. Oh my god.
Abby, as your performance ends, Lucinda kind of like, oh, that was lovely, Dee Dee. I can see why you are one of the main performers for Yucca. They
I
really
thought
do have
Abby
a
was
good
gonna
eye.
perform for us again.
Man, Duty's such a good singer.
I can. Shy hasn't heard the song yet.
If
It's
you
true,
would like
she
to sing
hasn't.
the song, you can.
Oh, I would love to sing the song.
Go
Is
ahead.
everybody ready?
I'm
for
so
Dee Dee's
ready, Dave.
backstory song.
Yes.
Everyone knows one, but mine is the worst. If you don't have one, you might be the first. They take your damn heart, then they take your damn time. They be acting all sweet, then they turn on a dime. But let me just tell you that mine takes the cake. I'ma tell you my story and not one line is fake, good lord. So listen real closely and you may just hear all about that rat bastard so you too can be weird. Slant rhyme. Well, he took my money and he changed my locks, made off with both my precious Crocs. He kicked me out of my own home and wouldn't leave well enough alone. He tossed my clothes out in the street, insists on eating well-done meat. And if you thought it can't get worse, he took my chapstick from my purse. My lips get real dry. It's not fun anyway. So let this be a warning to anyone who hears. If you know my rat bastard, you really should steer clear. But if you just can't help it and go up to that turd, look into his eyes and say, Dee Dee would like a word.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's
Even
like
better
you
the
read
second
my
one.
life.
Steal your Crocs, Shy.
Your poor darling Crocs, lefty and righty.
Not lefty and righty.
So,
Lefty and
Oh,
righty.
Lady Petra, I'm just so sorry to hear that he is still such a negative presence in your life. Have you
they are quite the challenge.
have you managed to, I don't know, contact any authorities that they were impersonating you? That's not legal.
Well, unfortunately, they were not impersonating me. They simply paid the courier service to expedite delivery, and apparently there's nothing illegal with that.
well, they would have had
Amazon
to
overnight
forge
shipping.
your signature.
No, they gave them the money and said, "Hey, I want to surprise them with this. Here you go," and they just took the money and ran with it. Based on the paperwork, anyway. And there's not really much I could do anyway. They're a member of the council.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're a member of the council. You know,
I mean,
up in
Do you want me to shoot him?
I would,
Coalition Council?
yeah, the coalition council.
of course not. Of course not. Never
Up in
violence. But I
Corvangeline.
mean, Corvangeline, naturally. I mean,
Normally people say okay.
it's kind of a shock, though, that they have that much time to be pissing around doing that. Pardon my French, but doing that kind of nonsense to people who really aren't doing them any harm or bothering them. Do they not have, like, I don't know, a partner? Or is being a councilman that easy?
They are quite bitter about me leaving to chase my own ventures.
Mm-hmm.
You know how some folks are. You're with
Oh,
a
don't I?
person. You're with a person. They get a big opportunity. They could end up being the bread maker in that relationship, and then the other one gets a little bit worried about their status, and they got really possessive, and they got real,
Oh.
quite frankly, just not kind. So I
I'm a
left.
I'm so
little-
sorry to hear that. So he's bitter. Are they just lonely?
I do not know what is up with them. It was quite the odd change. I had this opportunity, and then the next thing I know, they are starting to get a little bit distant, and then they're starting to get a little bit possessive, and then they're starting to get a little bit bitter and spiteful. And that's just how it's been ever since. That's why I
Does
came
this-
all the way out to Gall Line. Didn't want to deal with them anymore.
I can't
Does
hardly
this-
blame you.
Usually happen when people leave the coalition?
I mean, we technically haven't left the coalition. Gall Line is coalition town.
Mhm.
Coalition rules over the entirety of this area. They won the war, after all.
There was a
Naturally.
war? When?
Oh, a number of years ago, there was a big civil war between the coalition and the Drab.
Oh, I was in the
before my
swamp then.
time.
I probably wouldn't have heard much about
She
it.
sure was.
The coalition were tired of the old world putting all their fingers in the business over here, and they wanted to cut them off. The Drab were not so inclined, so there was a little bit of a civil war. Drab, unfortunately, or fortunately, lost, depending on what side of the war you're on. And the coalition took over, cut off this continent from the rest of the world, and it's how it's been ever since.
Oh, well, I wasn't paying attention.
Do you think
Whoops.
he'd manage to find a hobby or something to occupy his time, something productive?
You would think, but you know how some people can be.
Yeah, I sure do.
Christine looks over at Twitty while this conversation pans out, just to see any sort of reaction.
Twitty's eyes are like lighting up like Christmas trees. The whole time that Rosinda is talking about the war. Yeah, I guess Twitty would talk about the war too a little bit. Like, yeah, I mean, I was wandering with my mother around that time, and it was unfortunately, but pretty profitable for us.
No, when your mom,
Darla's looking at Tweety, and she's just kind of going like this, like
I got 2 times.
like the mirror thing.
Rosinda
Can I
kind of
help you?
pipes
I
up.
just dropped a herald down there.
Knowing your mom, Twitty, she probably would have been selling both sides if I had to place my bets.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You knew my mom?
Yeah, we've had business in the past. She helped me with a few opportunities I had early on in my life.
And well, if you need any assistance with any business matters, I carry her legacy.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, we.
Does anybody else hear my shadow talking? Is this freaking anyone else out?
Jesus
Darla,
Christ!
Darla,
I'm
Darla,
sorry.
This is Twitty W. Conway. They are a different person than you.
Pleasure.
Yeah, let me tell you, that there,
Um,
they, them is a wonderful addition to this here group.
Well, let me see. You're no Peter Pan, so
Who?
I think your shadow is on you, right?
Who?
Peter
Turn
Pan's
around.
nothing in this world.
Darla does a turn. She goes,
Now look down.
Oh, no, she's still...
That's
oh,
where your shadow is, all right? It's right there. Don't worry. It's right
"Oh
there.
my god!"
Lorgar is abruptly going to push themselves and their chair away from the table. Mostly because they're tired of sitting on their own tail at this point because the chair doesn't have probably space
Oh, no,
for the tail to go on.
The chair has a back. Rosinda is good. So
No, that's the problem. It has a back.
No, there's
Where's
like a
this
tail
go?
hole. There's like a tail hole in the back.
Anyway, he just kind of like mumbles, "Thank you for the meal."
Oh, this is only the first course.
Slides back in.
Yeah. We got a lovely bit of ratatouille for y'all coming up next.
Oh, Ratatouille.
I was gonna say, when Matt said, thank you for the meal, my brain went right to ego.
I don't like food. I love food.
Me.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's very good food.
second course is a nice little ratatouille. Pretty
Which
refreshing.
is vegetables.
All vegetables.
Vegetal.
Yep. And then the main course is for Lorgar, a eggplant parmesan. But for everyone else, it's like a chicken parm.
Oh, y'all love a chicken parm.
The way I really was sitting here, like, eggplant parmesan.
Yes.
That has meat in it. And
Bruh.
listen,
Bruv.
Depending-
I spent most of today drinking on an empty stomach.
Depending on how
I
you
wish
get
that
the-
were
me.
Depending on how you get the eggplant, it might be. If it's like a Kid Icarus situation, then yeah, probably.
Okay, I'm back.
In Kid Icarus, the main character can get turned into an eggplant by an enemy.
Yum.
Rest
That's
in
kinky.
peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest
It's
in
like a classic
piss.
SNES game.
I want to
but
get
yeah.
turned into an eggplant.
As the meal's kind of wrapping up, Rosinda kind of like takes you all for a moment and says, now, if you all wouldn't mind, you all seemed quite effective at this. And so there may be a little bit of an opportunity that I have for you in the future for some more work. And, it would help the town out a lot, you must understand. If once I get things settled, you're able to take this on. So just something to keep in the back of your mind that I might have a little errand for you all to run for me back in towards my old mine and setup.
That means she's right.
Of course. Well, here's to a profitable business partnership. And may your ex rot in their giant house all by themselves forever.
Here, here.
Here, here.
Back.
Yeah, and coffees are brought out with some dessert. But otherwise, afterwards, Lucinda will excuse herself. Unless any of you need to chat, I'll be in my quarters for the evening. My hired hand, Hans, can show you to your rooms. And that
Darla
same,
pulls out
stable
her
hand.
her money. Oh, right.
Not making as much of a scene this time, Lorgar quietly just kind of gets up from the table, gives an appreciative nod, and goes outside.
Night,
I got a
Lordy.
rock.
Got a rock. What should I name him?
So,
We all have separate rooms.
yeah, you all have separate rooms. This is like a big ranch house. Like, it rivals...
Yeehaw.
It
Oh, I've never
rivals
had a
the
room to
Glenbourne
myself
estate.
before.
Oh,
I don't quite know how Christine would feel being in a different room than Honey in a strange place.
We have our own rooms back home.
We do back home, where it's home. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
We'll share a wall. It's fine. I at some point want to use her bathrooms, plural,
Yeah?
and snoop through all of the cabinets.
Understandable.
The cabinets are immaculate. There's like some toothpaste, some makeup. You know, it's real nice.
Anything out of the norm?
If you want, make a perception check, you can.
Absolutely.
There is a
Well.
locked cabinet in one of the bathrooms.
Oh.
A locked cabinet. I make sure the door to the bathroom is locked. That dinner just did not sit right with me.
So true, girl.
And I'm gonna try to pick the lock.
Go for it.
That's a nat 22. Pick the lock.
Yes!
That's a
That
nat
is
22.
nat 20.
And
You'll have to see it.
inside is another small box. It's about
What's in the
yay
box?
big by yay big,
What's in the
and it
box?
has like this nice little gold latch on it.
Can I maybe make another perception check to see if it's trapped?
Sure, go for it.
Or thievery. I don't know what I'd roll for that.
Whichever one. Both of them work.
I'm gonna roll thievery then. That's a 21 in thievery then.
After inspecting it, you don't see any traps.
I love
Okay,
Honey,
there's
man.
nothing. There's like nothing funky with the latch. It's not gonna
Nope, it's just a gold latch.
I'm gonna pop it open.
Inside is a lovely velvet cushioned box. It's empty otherwise.
So there's a safe and the gold box, and then another velvet box.
Well, no, like the velvet, like the inside is like a velvet cushion lined box, and it's empty.
Oh, it's just a real
Oh.
nice box.
Cursed.
What's in the lining of the box?
Cushion.
Cushion.
Koosh. In.
Koosh.
Kind of nice.
I
to
don't
touch.
believe you. I want to say that there's a secret compartment to this box, or
Do you
that there's
want-
something
do
under
you
the
want to make a
lining.
perception check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's an 8.
You're not seeing anything.
Can I keep looking and make another perception check? I'm taking a real long time in the bathroom.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Do you want to be a girl
There
that
we go.
poops?
That's I'm
Or
gonna be a bitch
that
who
shits?
shits.
What languages does Honey speak?
Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna message you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that secret shit.
You
It's
can
a
send it via
secret.
Zoom.
Yes, Zoom.
We both speak the same languages.
I speak 6 languages. It
Got
is
it,
a
auto-corrected.
language. You find some stuff. You find some words in a language you don't understand.
Mm.
Can I at least identify the language?
It's a society check.
I will roll that society check. Nope.
No idea.
Son of a
She said
bitch.
that's some ooga booga.
Unga bunga langa danga.
Some Unga Bunga Lingadanga.
I am
Those are words.
Those are
Maybe.
certainly all words.
Maybe.
Maybe
Dee
it's
Dee's
her
waiting
bird.
patiently outside for her turn in the bathroom.
there are
He's
multiple
also trying
bathrooms
to
in
be a
this
bitch
ranch
that
house.
shits.
Yeah, but that's the big one.
I mean, there's always outside. Come outside with Lorgar, or there's plenty of room out here.
Hell
Lorgy,
no.
are you shitting in the woods?
Yeah.
You don't know.
Where else
Does an
would he
alligator
shit?
shit in the
There,
woods?
there are no woods out here.
I am going to very carefully put things back exactly how I found it. With the exception of the lock not being locked all the way. But I want this to be an exact replica of where I find it.
You can do so.
Fuck, you know what? If I don't know the language, Christine is also not going to know about it.
Yeah.
So there's no point. I'm locking it, putting it
Well,
back.
you
I don't
know
want any.
who
I don't want any
am I?
trace that I was messing around.
You can like have a rough memory of the symbols if you want.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might. So if I could go back to like the library back in our town, I might be able to like.
Yeah, cross-reference and figure it out.
Perfect.
Our town.
Thank you. Yeah, I leave it
In
exactly
the
way
middle
I
of
found it.
our town. Our town.
As you open the door,
Sorry
Dee Dee's
about
just
that.
there.
Oh, you're good. I was getting worried about you in
You
there.
may
to
want
be
to give it a
honest.
minute, darling.
I'll
I'm
give
so
it a
sorry.
minute. Oh, did not sit well.
I mean, there's just so much cheese on the chicken.
Oh, yeah, you
I'm so
lactose
sorry.
intolerant.
Please don't go spreading this around. It's real
No,
embarrassing.
no, my mouth's shut.
You are so sweet. I adore you. Have an excellent night. Thank you.
Yeah, you too. Take a Lactaid next time, hon.
Absolutely. Last time I'm making that mistake.
Me and Honey Madeline both.
Cooper. As you're walking back, in the hallway, coming towards that bathroom, in like this like beautiful robe, like this like beautiful purple silk robe, is Lucinda.
Oh, she's serving.
Oh, good evening, Lady Petra.
Good evening, honey.
Dee Dee's in there at the moment.
Oh, it's fine. I'll wait outside. I have some makeup in there that I need to use before bed. She smiles.
Oh, do you put on makeup to go to bed?
I put on a little bit of
How
moisturizing
interesting.
makeup.
Will, do you know that women don't do that?
Yes, I know.
Okay, just making sure.
I know this is the
Just
case.
making sure this wasn't like a
No,
like a
this is
boy
not-
thing being like
This is
Record
not a boy
scratch.
thing.
I
Makeup.
put on
If
makeup
you'd like, you
when
can
I
make
go
a
to sleep.
perception check.
Seeing it as a good
Little
idea.
If you
moisturizer.
don't-
I already know she's lying.
She's being a little bit cagey with you.
Also, she needs to make a deception check to me.
Yes,
Oh.
I know. I don't
So
have the stat
lie to
block
me.
for her
The
yet.
DM can.
Oh god.
McKenna constantly taking lie to me.
It's listen, this time I didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, okay.
18.
Regardless, me as McKenna already knows that she's lying.
Yeah.
I think
What
you
gave
can
it
make a
away?
good deception check, but if I have knowledge of what's in that bathroom and knows that moisturizing makeup is not one of those things,
It is not.
it doesn't matter how good of a liar she is. But
That's true.
it is good to know that she is a good liar.
She is a very good
Um,
liar. But yeah, so she just kind of like stands outside with like her hands behind her back, just like
Oh, Dee Dee's still standing outside the bathroom too. She said give it some time, so I'm
Dee
giving
Dee
it
leaning
time.
over to Petra, just
she just kind
She
of
said, "Give it
stands
some
there.
time."
I'll just be a moment, and she kind of goes in and closes the door and locks it,
Dee Dee kind of goes like, I okay,
okay.
and then
brave
like
soul.
a minute later, she comes back out. It's actually not that bad in there, Dee Dee. I think you'd be fine.
Well, yeehaw,
Tolerable,
thanks.
if you will.
And
Doo-doo.
she starts walking back, almost gliding across the floor. Now with like her
Queen.
arms at her side, just kind of like walking back home, walking back to her room.
I'm
enjoying
getting-
the night.
Mercedes vibes?
I'm getting vampire vibes
will.
because
Stop.
Will would never put Mercedes in one of his own campaigns.
Don't you guys know vampires don't wear polka dots?
Not a vampire, just a person. Literally, just a human. Just a human person. Just a human girl
I
doing
am
the
a
human
vampire.
things.
I am a vampire.
As someone who is also playing
no.
just a human doing human things. Okay.
I'm just a human doing human.
Fucking
it's-
McKenna Ray Tynan.
But yes,
This
in all
is a really
seriousness,
nice rock outside.
She just heads back to her room. Dee Dee, Y'all can do the nights. Honey,
Yeah.
is there anything else that you'd like to snoop about in tonight?
Is there anywhere I could feasibly explain my way out of? Like bathrooms are pretty easy. I guess in my bedroom I'll snoop through all the drawers.
That's a guest room. There's like
Yeah.
there's a Desnan Bible inside of like the cupboard.
Oh, cute.
Disney.
Oh, it's like the travel Bible, right?
I mean,
Shut
the
up.
Desnan Bible is truly just like
Yeah.
do no harm, take no shit. There's no like official doctrine.
The concept of a travel Bible is so
Doctrine?
funny to me. Doctrine.
Well, the thing is, Desna is like one of her purviews is travel, so it's literally a travel Bible.
Yeah.
Horrid. I love that.
Like there is a Church of Desna equivalent of like the Michelin star system, where it's like Desna priests being like, these are the good places to eat.
Yup.
Nim got to do that for a while, post campaign.
Aw. Cute.
It is cute.
But there's her office. If you want to like sneak in there, you could certainly try. Other than that, there's just like a family room, like a game room, and some other boring stuff.
No, I've done enough snooping for the night.
All right. And anyone else have anything they'd like to do in Racinda's home?
You said she went off to her own like personal quarters.
Yeah, she has her own bedroom that she's just gone to sleep in.
Depending on like where Twitty was put that night, they would try to catch her before she tires.
Oh yeah, you can probably catch her on her way back from the bathroom that like Honey was at.
Okay.
Twitty.
Do I witness all of that just happened?
You'll probably witness some of the awkward.
It doesn't say that. They
Oh, that's fun.
just took him to-
Everyone knows now that Honey is a bitch who shits.
Oh God. it's
Everyone
terrible.
knows you
Everyone
shit.
knows.
But actually,
He just
Can I-
used
can I perceive the restroom? You don't smell anything, do you?
No.
But I mean, she claimed that it was bad, but clearly it was not. So
Yeah.
okay, she was doing something in there. Sus.
Suspect.
Suspect. I guess. Okay. Well, I do have a couple of questions.
Oh,
I
I'm
know-
happy to answer them.
I know you said that you did know my mother,
Yes. Quite well.
and that was quite a while ago.
Yes. Twitty, if I'm being entirely honest, I have met you before, but I don't think you would remember me.
Honestly, probably not. What was about like yay tall?
Yeah, you were. I held you in my arms like so.
Wow.
I hate that.
Wow.
That
That's
shows you the direction.
that's
I
cool.
actually-
I don't know what to say about that.
I kept
I
an
really
eye
don't
on, I
quite
kept
know
an
what
eye
to
on you
say.
while your mother was
Seeing, like,
on a bit of a
right
dangerous
next to me,
excursion
kind of like look at
out in Kalmia.
Oh. Well, the reason I'm asking, do you know where she is? Have you heard anything?
I've not had correspondence with your mother in a few years, unfortunately.
What was you remember the last thing that she said to you by any chance? Or if she said she was doing anything?
You never asked.
Do you see her like smile for a moment? And then she just says, last I heard, your mother was going to be taking you on and showing you the tricks of the trade, I believe. It was after quite the lucrative arrangement the two of us made. But otherwise, I've not heard from her since.
Yeah, we're good.
Learning the tricks of the trade.
Well, the tricks of your trade, of traveling merchant.
Right. Well, merchant, maybe. Traveling merchant, yes, definitely. But not how
I did-
she did.
I did receive a letter from her a while back.
Well,
If you'd like, if you give me a few moments to use some magic to cover up some more personal interactions in the note, I can give it to you to read over.
That would be fine. Thank you.
Just join me, if you don't mind joining me in my chambers for a few moments then.
I'd be obliged.
You go into each other's chambers?
Yeah, you walk in. It is a full 4-post bed with these gorgeous burgundy curtains on either side. It is a gorgeous room. There's a desk. You see her walk over to the desk. She opens up a drawer. She pulls out a letter, and then she takes a pen, a magical looking pen, and she just opens the letter and she moves the pen over top of things. All right, here you go. If you could give it back to me once you're done reading it, maybe if you'd like, you could transcribe the relevant parts to you. It is somewhat dear to me.
Would you like if I do that now, or can I give it to you
If you'd
tomorrow?
like to give it to me in the morning, you can, just before you leave, please.
I just think I will most definitely transcribe this. I'm looking for any hide or tail of her.
Last I heard, she was looking into some sort of magical creature, perhaps, that could be quite valuable if found, something called a guardian.
Guardian.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much for your help.
Well, no worries.
Thank
Have yourself a good night,
And-
Twitty.
you for helping raise me, I guess. Also,
I mean, I didn't help raise you. I was part of your life every now and then when your mom was around.
Well, that's lovely to know.
Yeah.
She just kind of
All right.
smiles. It's you can tell there's a good memory there. And yeah.
Aw, that's cute. All right, yeah, Twitty would go back to the room and transcribe the whole letter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Well, the parts of it that haven't been basically redacted. There's
All
at
of
the
it.
beginning. There's at the beginning. There's a very 2 paragraphs that are just entirely redacted. And then towards the end, there's a PS that's been redacted. But the section that you can read basically states, Lucinda, as it occurs to me, I should let you know my next venture could be quite lucrative. I am searching for information on perhaps a magical creature, I don't know yet, known as a guardian. They are said to be creatures that hold immense power over the land and perhaps even over the continent itself. And from what I can tell, there is ways to harness that power and even move it between beings. If I could find that, it could become quite the magical trinket. But I'm sure that's not the only trinket. I'm sure that's the only trinket you need to hear about. I hope you're enjoying my last sale to you.
No.
Those elvish craftsmen certainly know how to do their work. And then there's more redaction.
Can I make a check or something to try to unredact that?
It would be a counteract check. You would need a dispel magic to do it.
Okay. Yeah, I got nothing like that.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. If I kind of took it down and did a
A rubbin?
lead rubbing of it, would I be able to get technically the redacted parts onto another parchment and take that to somebody who could dispel? Or is it just a lost
You
cause?
would need to make me a thievery check to pull that off.
A thievery check.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Twitty, you good with your hands?
Let's find out.
Oh, all right.
You
Nice.
you do take this idea, right? And you're like, okay, and you figure out a way to do it without harming the letter. So you take a second piece of paper, you get going. The redacted parts detail intimate, heartfelt connections between Rosinda and your mother.
That
History said they
mother.
were just friends.
History will remember.
All right. So, mommy?
Mommy.
I mean, sorry. I mean,
Sorry. Mommy? Sorry.
Mother. Mother figure. Mother. You're so
all right.
mother.
Well, I'm not
And then
not gonna
the
hit on her
PS
anymore.
says something about the PS. You can't get all the PS even with like natural 20. You don't hit the like success rate to get all the PS. But it does say something about enjoying the craftsmanship of that box.
Oh. Of course my mom got her that box. Dang.
Your mom's box.
Mom's box.
The box that you don't know about.
Yeah, and so now I'm like, what box?
Box.
Which makes me think even more. Damn, I would definitely know that language.
Y'all
Yeah,
got
you
boxes
do.
up in here?
Y'all got boxes up in here?
Y'all
All
are getting
right.
paid up in here?
Y'all... You got paid in rocks. Isn't that good enough?
It is.
Actually, no,
A
you
rocks
don't.
and
It
6
is.
Actually, is there a single person in the party who knows the languages on that box? I'm looking
What do you want
quickly.
us to send you our
No, I can.
languages?
I can
Did you
just
look at my
at-
languages real quick?
Yeah, I can just look at your languages.
Cool.
Eruxi, Common, Sylvan, Druidic.
Not a single one of you knows that language.
Wow.
How funny would it be if it was Darla?
That
I
would be
mean-
funny.
Yeah, what, like it's hard?
Fetchlings know a couple of weird languages, just cause.
Yeah, fetchlings know things and stuff.
I mean, yes.
I think you're her reflection.
So funny. All right, yeah, well, that's everything that I want to do before we go hit the hay.
All right. Anyone else have anything they wish to do before they hit the hay?
Darla's just been eating rocks, just
What a good girl.
Fair enough.
minding her own business.
No.
Then you are all able to get the benefits of a long rest. You are all fully healed by the hands at the ranch. So you can all fully heal yourselves.
Huzzah.
The next morning, Lucinda has like a breakfast prepared for you all. And she does apologize through one of her like hired hands that she has some business to take care of. So she's kind of locked herself in the office for the morning. But if any of you have anything urgently that needs her attention, you can come and knock on her door. Otherwise, there has basically been they've basically gotten a cart for you to be driven back to Gull Line.
Wow, a whole cart just for us?
Yeehaw.
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 I think I might make a fresh picnic basket for the road and
You're basically
Picnic
given it.
basket.
picnic.
And yeah, over like a day and a bit of travel, and the cart is really nice. It's like a fully enclosed section. There's like padded seats and padded cushioning. It's a very nice cart. There's like a little section on the edge of it that's been like hastily cut out so Lorgar could put their tail like and hang it outside of the cart.
Is it quick question? Is this just like a canvas covered cart?
Yeah.
Oh,
So like a wagon.
Yeah, like a
all
wagon.
right. So
So like dysentery
just-
wagon?
I
Or
can't
a
just
trail.
sit on the roof.
Fair enough. Yeah, you all.
Why would you want to sit on the roof?
You all make your way back to Gull Line. And when you arrive, the town is abuzz. Not because of your return, but because it is, in fact, the anniversary of the town's founding in a few days. And so they are getting ready to have a big old festival. Like a big old party.
All right.
And as they are getting ready for this party, you all basically have returned. It's the middle of the day. What do y'all do?
All right. Well, I'm gonna unpack a little. And I guess I'll meet everyone back at the party later?
Well, the party's not for a few days still. They're still setting up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I gotta go back and unwind. I might go grab a book. Something to entertain myself with, but relax too.
That's my sister and her big brain.
Mm-hmm. I will do exactly that. I will go home, drop off my stuff, and I have the library to go to.
Nice. Do you?
Darla's staring at the sun.
Darla's just.
Darla, honey, you got a place to stay?
Will, does she?
Not in town, no.
No. Darla's like, I don't think so. I got some rocks though.
Dee Dee?
She's like still staring at the sun. She like has
Don't
not
look at me. I
Again,
live at
just
the
take
bar.
the brim of your hat and just.
Oh, it's getting dark again.
Dewdrop. What do you think the chances are of getting her a job over at Yeka's? Maybe like a room and board situation?
Let me put it this way. I wouldn't trust her to be able to pour water out of a boot with the instructions written on the heel, let alone pour a glass of beer for a customer.
I
So
wouldn't
true.
have her handling people's food, but maybe like washing dishes in the back.
Does she know what soap is?
I'm sure you could tell her.
Could I? Do you think she'd
you
retain
could tell
it?
her. Whether or not she would hear you is another matter. It might be worth a try, because otherwise she's just going to be roaming around the streets, and that's not good for anyone.
Gimbal and Gremble have sort of like walked up to Darla.
Let's
And
give her to Gimbal and Grumble.
Gimbal just kind of takes off his hat.
That's like dividing by zero.
Miss
You don't
Darla.
want to do that.
Miss Darla, if you are needing a place to stay, my brother and I, though it be humble, have an extra room in our spot for you if you need it.
You see Honey standing behind them going,
Dee Dee's just
I
like,
think she's saying yeah.
All right. Well,
keep all the chaos condensed to one
here,
place.
why
It's a
don't
great
you-
idea.
Why don't you accompany the two of us and we'll get you set up in that spare room?
What that mean?
No.
It means you got a bed and a roof over your head.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh no.
whatever happens is on your head, Dee Dee.
Man, I think having all the chaos in one place is a great idea.
The 3
I'm-
of them in a little cohort.
We'll
I'm
see
so
how it
glad
goes.
Lorgar booked it for the desert as soon as they got back. He's just like,
Yeah.
nope, social interaction done for the week.
Done for the week.
Bye, Logie.
It's funny you should say
Don't
that.
call me
Lorgar.
that.
Oh.
It's
Uh-oh.
funny you should say that, Lorgar. As you are booking it back home, you
Oh,
can
no.
see. You can see a young child.
Oh no.
Exactly what I was afraid of.
A very
Ba-da-da-da-ba-da.
familiar young child
child.
who has a very large stick in their hand,
Oh.
Not this boy.
and they are walking
boy.
towards the back of a hyena viper
Oh, come on.
Lordy man.
that appears to be
Well,
sort
bless
of
his
menacing
stupid little
some sort
heart.
of like hole in the ground. It's like trying to dig and like trying to eat a hole in the ground. And then you see them kind of raise it up the stick, and they take like a good whack at the hyena viper, but they miss it.
Natural selection, kids.
And the viper just kind of like starts to turn around.
I'm just gonna like electric arc directly to ground between the two of them.
Make me an intimidation check.
Oh, I'm not so good at that. Yeah, I have a 0 in charisma.
Mm.
Oh.
Actually, you know, it's the end of the night. Hero point.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Not a crit one.
Not a crit
Alright.
one. I didn't hit the child.
The viper hyena turns itself to you, Matthew.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
We're going to have a quick little combat.
Also, I just yell, "Go home, child."
So Matt, if you can be so kind,
Yes.
if you want to just roll your initiative and your initiative alone. This will be a theater of the
Hey,
mind.
this kid really wants to die.
This will be a theater
Yeah,
of the
me
mind
too.
combat. Okay. Viper Hyena is going to go first.
Hold
Lorgar, it's
Anyway,
going to
now.
run up towards you, and it's going to take a bite at you. For a natural 20 to hit you for 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I don't have my
by the way.
reaction yet, I guess. So yeah, I'll just take that 10 points of piercing.
And then
Me
I
every
need you to
single
make
fight
me a
so far.
fortitude save. 19, success. You're not
Okay.
poisoned. But that is the Viper Hyena's turn, as it took a couple moves, actions to get to you. Lorgar, you are base to base with this thing.
Yeah. I'm just going to attempt to gonna clap the hands together, and when I bring them apart, there's going to be arcs of electricity in between them, and I'm going to do a Horizon Thunder Sphere directly in its face. Oh, I rolled. Oh, for F's sake.
Collapse on you.
Yes.
Give this guy enough hero point.
Yeah.
As you go
Imagine
to
this
do
is
so,
where Matt dies.
Yeah, literally.
it goes a little bit wide. At the end of your turn, the kid comes back and takes the stick
That might be
and actually gets a good whack on this thing.
To be fair, I do have an action left.
Yes, you do.
All right. Claws. Oh, for God's sake.
Well, the kid got 3 points of damage on it. You did get a hero point from Squishy if you want to use it on that claw roll.
Sure.
15.
Okay.
Technically, though, no, this would be second attack because the first one was a ranged spell attack.
Oh.
Oh, right. Then that will miss.
Because I refuse to cheat.
Does anybody hear this ruckus in town? Or
Oh, they're far enough outside of town.
Yeah, I will simply die. Hold on, let me start. I got some backup character ideas.
Oh, I like Lorgar.
They're going to... The hyena is going to take a bite at the kid now. And they will actually manage to dodge it.
Kid OP.
Try again. Now it'll get it. And, like, as it bites in, the kid goes... not limp, but they're very much low. They're at 1 hit point. And last action...
Okay, that child then almost has as much hit points as I do, which is terrifying.
They have 12 hit points.
That is terrifying.
And that will miss. Lorgar.
16 will miss the kid.
Yeah, what kind of AC does this kid have?
Kid has nimble dodge.
Oh.
Oh, to have a nimble dog.
Oh, to be a child.
Yeah, literally.
Children have nimble dodge.
I'm gonna try Horizon Thunder Sphere again. Use my last first level spell slot.
Hell yeah.
Go for it.
Oh.
11. Yeah,
Unfortunately, 11 will go wide.
it's nice knowing y'all. Well, I'll suppose I'll do another claw attack.
What do you mean? It's nice knowing the kid. Kid dies first.
Sacrifice the child.
Sacrifice the child so that you may live.
Kid gets a 5 damage hit in.
God, Matthew.
Yep, I can't roll above six.
As the kid gets the second whack in, the Viper Hyena starts to kind of like let go and starts running off as it's been brought down to half.
Uh-huh.
By the child, who, if dies, Lorgar will have to eat to hide the evidence.
Kid, after the hyena, after they have done that, the kid goes running basically towards the hole. It says, "It's okay, you can come out," and they're like kind of like holding. And as they kind of like reach their hand in, this like little tiny lizard is in their hand now.
Oh boy. You found my son? No.
Mr. Lorgar, thank you for the help with that. I didn't want... They ate the bait, and they point to like a larger sort of monitor lizard that Viper Hyena hit. It ate the mom, and I wanted to make sure the kid was safe. And he's now like petting this like little lizard.
That was dumb. Kid.
Ah!
That's terrible. Wait, didn't this kid lose his mom or something?
I don't
He lost
know.
both of
Something
his
like
parents.
that.
He lost
Yes,
both
he
of his
is-
parents in the mines.
He's a child, and therefore I don't care.
Huh.
Lorgar, who is like below half health,
lay down and
just kind of plumps down on the ground and says, "Child, I admire your goal and your heart, but as I've said many times, you must be careful out here. You're not going to do any critters any goods if you yourself am taken out by these varmints."
I couldn't let him die though. They just.
Oh, that child needs to make a fortitude save.
Oh yes, they do. Thank you.
Oh,
Slash R.
this food is so fucking good, Lois.
+2.
Oh no. Oh no, the DC is 16.
Yeah, they're a little bit. You can see they're getting a little bit woozy. Luckily, it's not a damaging poison.
Hold on. What
is it not too drained?
what's
Crackhead
the
poison.
I'm gonna try and do a medicine check against the poison DC because
That's
poison
clumsy.
medicine can be used to treat poison.
It can.
11.
Oh.
Not
No.
enough. Not
Well,
crit
I
fail,
can
though.
No. I'm gonna scoop up the child and I'll bring it back to his grandmother so he doesn't have to worry about falling down clumsily.
The grandmother.
Your grandmama.
The grandmother goes full like panic mode.
Same.
Basically, like getting the kid into bed, getting like Yucca to come and help heal him up because Yucca, also somewhat talented medical provisioner, and goes and runs and get Alec to give them some like potions, and like they get Alec to come and feed you some potions to get you healed up.
That's great.
And she's incredibly apologetic the entire time. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry he did this. I'm not going to let him out of this house for a long time now. You hear me, boy? And this kid's just been cradling this like little lizard.
You not responding, Will, made me think he was just like poison unconscious.
Slow pan out of the room. The door closes. It might be worthwhile to encourage the child's interest in his newfound scaly friend that might keep him out of danger and at home looking after his critter.
That's exactly what I'm thinking of doing. Once again, Mr.
Right.
Lorgar, thank you so much.
It's fine. And Lorgar just thanks for the healing and just leaves because not only did he have to then interact with people again despite his attempts to leave town, but he was utterly ineffectual at defeating a single critter out. So he's going to go home and lie in his like dark cave and just think about his prospects for his future after he checks under his rock in the cave to make sure his package is still there.
Everything is still there. I think as we're getting towards the end, we'll finish things off with Honey.
Yeah, library.
Thank
Honey, you make your way into the library, which is, to be honest, a room in Sylvia's house.
Shit.
It is not the biggest.
Some sort of romance novel or something. Yeah.
Sylvia is just kind of sitting at her stage, just like, oh, Honey, looking for anything in particular?
You know, just browsing, looking for something that might catch my interest.
Unfortunately,
You have such a wonderful collection.
Nothing really new's come out that I've gotten my hands on, but, you know, I'm sure you can find something.
That's all right. I'm no stranger to the classics. And I will make a little bit of a show of browsing, picking things up, reading the back cover, putting it back down, before going after what I'm actually looking for, which is a book of, like, different languages.
You can find, like, an Encyclopedia Lutania.
Yeah. Encyclopedia Lutania. I'm looking for those symbols.
All right. Make me a society or library lore check.
You know I don't have library lore. I do have journalism lore.
I'll take it.
But it's the same as my society, so it don't rightly matter.
Hey, 16, that's enough.
16.
After looking through it and comparing, it's Elvish.
Elvish. Interesting.
It is Elvish.
Any particular dialect? Just normal
Elvish.
Elvish?
Just normal Elvish.
Fair enough. Fair enough. A little bit bummed I didn't take that, because I took Dwarven instead, and I normally do take Elvish.
It's Elvish.
Well, I won't know what it said, but at least I know it's Elvish.
You do know that Sylvia speaks Elvish.
It doesn't do me any good without the box.
But you have the writing. Like, you could try to reproduce the writing.
Try to replicate it.
Oh!
Like, you don't have, like, you could try to reproduce the writing if you wanted to. It'd be another...
Yeah, what do I need to roll?
Just make me a general perception check. Let's see how well your memory retained that info. It's
I'm
a
hero
little...
pointing it.
You're hero pointing it?
Unless I don't need to?
Go ahead, you can.
Okay. 23.
There's a
Nice.
moment it's a little bit hazy, and then that journalism sense just snaps right in, and you're able to get a very clear writing of it.
Sick. Let me. Can I just find like a common to Elvish dictionary? I know Sylvia knows Elvish, but I don't want anyone to know what I'm
That
looking at.
I know.
Make me a perception check.
Shit. 20?
Yeah, you managed to find one. It's a little bit buried, but you managed to get there.
I also want to find a romance novel in Elvish.
Okay.
Just
you
for
can
cover.
find one.
And I'm gonna go about translating word for word.
Well, it's only 2 words.
Oh?
And it translates to Sylvan Joy.
Sylvan Joy.
Yes.
Is that a name I recognize?
No.
That sounds
Like a drug.
But we're just like not into my
Good to know.
I
Good
have
to
this
know.
story.
You're telling me a small plush box in somebody's bathroom says Sylvan Joy?
Also, remind me, Will, the writing on the box, was it on the interior or exterior of it?
It was on basically the lip of the lid.
On the interior or exterior?
What is that, the model or something?
On the interior. So, like, you know where the lid closes? When you open it up, it's on the inside of the lid.
All right. Since I have the Encyclopedia Ludania out already, I will just look through the S's to see if there's any mention of something like
There's
Sylvan
nothing
Joy.
mentioned Sylvan Joy.
I had a feeling. Well, I will put it down, and I will take the Elven romance novel, the translator book, and put the Encyclopedia Lutania back where I found it.
Fair enough.
And just be like, I think I have found my project for the evening.
Yeah, enjoy yourself, honey. It's quite the enjoyable read.
Oh, all right. Well, if it's got your stamp of approval on it, I'm sure it's good.
It certainly has Sylvia's pick.
All right, well, I'll see you tomorrow, dear.
Have a good one, honey. And yeah, as Honey makes her way back home and ponders Sylvan Joy, that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you all so much for coming to tonight's episode of Wild Ambition here on twitch.tv/tabletop-rolls. Don't forget to check out our many other shows here on the channel, like The Astral Calling on Friday, and Salt and Strategy on Saturday, and Stardew Sunday on Sunday, and the Strength of Thousands AP on Monday. Otherwise, thank you all so much for coming, and we will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Night.